ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present to you a brand new, top of the line, nothing finer than this, the Harley Davidson Ultra Classic Tri-Glide. This is loaded with every possible thing you could ever wish for on a trike. And I am here on the first floor. I'm the owner of the New England Motorcycle Museum. I'm on the first floor here in the Harley Davidson room, which is easy to figure that out because there's Harley Davidson memorabilia everywhere, surrounded by really cool pictures, racing pictures, all Harley decorations in here. And this is a fitting spot for the top of the line Harley Davidson. Now, the previous owner of this, Todd Nilsson, was a collector, not a rider. He collected Harley Davidsons and he only bought the finest. All of his bikes were pristine bikes. There's 9 that he consigned for us to sell at this week's auction that we're having here, starting on Saturday. And this one here is top shelf. The total investment in this bike is just shy of $40,000. It was $38,500 out the door with freight, prep, title, taxes, and the extended warranty. The bike is brand new, okay? It is 113 miles on it. Todd rode it on a couple sunny days. It's been stored in his climate control facility, and it's complete perfection. There's not a scratch anywhere. Now, here's an opportunity for you. I got bad news, and I got good news. The bad news is that Todd's going to lose probably $15,000 on this bike. The good news is you're going to save $15,000, and if you buy this bike, you click to buy it now, it's going to be worth exactly what you paid for it when you pick it up. Whereas if you buy a new one, as soon as you roll it, if you buy one from the Harley dealer, as soon as you roll it off the floor, ask them, call them up, ask them what they give you for a Tri-Glide with 113 miles on it. It's going to be probably $7 grand less than before you rolled it out the door. It's just the way it is, a new bike. So this is the only brand new, I'll call it brand new used Harley Davidson Ultra Classic Tri-Glide on the market with this low miles. It's in a stunning color combination, the black and the candy apple cherry red. It's a sun glow color, which means in the light, it's got a lot of metal flake on it. We'll bring it outside in a minute. The stereo system on this thing is outrageous. It kicks ass. There's 2 huge speakers in it. It's got every option you could want. It's got navigation. It's got Bluetooth. It's got a full complement of the fuel gauge, obviously the odometer and tachometer, volt gauge, and it's got the heads-up display here. It also has the cruise control, 6-speed transmission, fuel injected, 103 cubic inch. Listen, I took this out yesterday, went up and down the street, went on like a 2-mile test ride on it. It's the best handling trike I've ever ridden. It's I've ridden other trikes, but something about this Harley Davidson Tri-Glide, they really did their homework here. One thing I did is I pulled into the shop here and went up the ramp, and I might even demonstrate that in the video, but I pulled up the ramp. If you're in traffic and you're on a hill with an Ultra Classic and you're over 50 years old and your wife's on the back and you got to stop on a hill like this at a stoplight, you're running the risk of falling over. If you got bad hips or bad knees and you want something that's going to extend your riding for the next 20 years till the day you die, if you can sit in a chair, you can ride this bike. It's super safe, super comfortable, has a huge storage capacity here in the Ultra Classic Tour Pack here. Look at this thing, just beautiful. And it has a trunk in here too. Check this out. Look at the storage in there, folks. Huge. You can put two big travel bags in there. It's got the Harley Davidson logo, and the fit and finish on here is what you'd expect for a $40,000 motorcycle. All the manuals are in here. Title's in hand, so it's ready to go. The stereo is absolutely ridiculous, and has the dual massive fenders, huge Dunlop tires with the Harley Davidson mag, black and silver wheels, 2-tone paint job, beautiful pinstripes on it. The paint, listen, Harley Davidson has the best paint work in the motorcycle industry, the best chrome work. It's got the dual exhaust, dual wheels, dual taillights. It's got the antenna on the back here, dual speakers in the backrest, dual rear view mirrors, even has dual shifters on it, has a heel toe shifter. It also has the ability to put highway pegs on it very easily. Harley Davidson makes a highway peg if you want to put a highway peg. If you're over 6 foot and you want to stretch out, highly recommend put a set of Harley pegs on there. This has a top of the line brake system. Look at the brakes on this thing. Massive calipers on it. This is what the FXR guys and the performance guys, they take the full dresser calipers. As a matter of fact, Junior is putting a set on his FXR right now. Didn't you order a set of those for yours?
Yep.
Look at the headlights on this thing. You got to check out the headlights on this thing. Just absolutely ridiculous. Look at how bright that is. These are extremely expensive. Go ahead and price an ultra classic headlight and running lights. So the stereo's turned on, but we can't, it's copyrighted music, so we can't play it on here. Check it out. Look at the gauges. Look at the backlighting on the gauges, on the fuel gauge and the neutral light. And it also has a home screen here that you can press for your favorites. Media, if you want to play your Bluetooth on here. You've got the tuner, your communication, your setup, and then your nav. So you can have your points of interest. Dealerships, if you want to find Harley dealers in the area, how cool is that? Go across country and hit every Harley dealer. Listen, you know, you're going to be dead a long time, okay? You can't take it with you. If you want to have an adventure on the ultimate Harley Davidson, buy this bike and sleep well tonight because you didn't pay $40,000 like the original owner did. You're going to buy it for a major discount, and it's brand new. So that's it, folks. If you don't click to buy it now, there's a good chance that it's going to sell for more than that with the auction. So if you're really serious about this, click to buy it now. Put the $1,000 deposit down. You have 72 hours to pay the balance. We'll store it for you here till you pick it up. First month is free. If you want to leave it in the museum on display, in fact, I would let you leave this here without charging you anything. I'd love to have this on display in the museum. We normally charge $50 a month for storage. Floorboards, listen, show your wife, or if you have a grandkid you want to take on a ride, and or your own kid, listen, this is the ultimate safety. People fall asleep on the back of these things. You have the dual grab bars. They can basically fall asleep and not fall off. It's got the side bolsters that keep you from falling off. The seat is super plush, top of the line Harley Davidson leather seat. Listen, it's a top of the line Harley motorcycle. It's got the best of everything. Go on their website and look at all the options this thing comes with. There's a long list of stuff that I didn't even mention. And check it out on the site. There's nothing better in the trike world than this. This is it. And you know what? If you buy an aftermarket trike, they're a lot harder to resell. This is an NADA listed item. It's basically, it's going to hold its value. It's a genuine Harley Davidson trike. So enough flapping of the gums. I'm going to take it for a ride. It even has a steering dampener on it. It's set up to handle good. So let me fire it up. I'll give you a quick rider's demo. And I'm not going to go far on it. I don't want to rack any miles up on it. It's got 118 miles on it. It's essentially brand new. I'm also going to take my keys off so I don't scratch it. It's just too nice of a bike. So you could ride this even if you don't know how to ride a motorcycle. If you can stand and shift the car, you can ride this. You can ride this bike. So if you're a first timer, listen. I know a local MC. One of the guys is a 1%er. His wife has one of these, and she rides with the pack on this thing. And you know, you don't have to be a 220-pound brute like me to ride this thing. You could be a 100-pound girl and ride it, or you could have a broken hip or a messed up back. You can ride this bike. Matter of fact, Uncle Dale, Heavy D, you've seen him in our videos. He's got back problems, serious back problems and health issues, and he sold his Dyna and his full dresser, and he bought one of these tri-glides. He's got the same thing. So, and it's extending his ride. He told me he could ride it all day long. Here's a guy with a bad back that can't ride anymore that can ride this all day long. Why? Because the suspension is top shelf. The seat's comfortable. It's got floorboards. You don't have to put any weight on your feet or spine to ride this thing. And if you're on a hill, it's not going to tip over, ever. Pure perfection. I'm going to get one of these. Lifetime. When I'm too old to ride a regular bike, I'll be getting one of these. I promise you. Maybe even sooner. Listen to the exhaust on this thing. really like about this bike is it has a short windshield. I do not like to look through a windshield when I'm on a bike. I want to feel like I'm on a motorcycle. This is low enough I'm looking over the windshield, not through it. The dual mirrors, you can see, they don't vibrate, you can see perfectly. The check out the has a neutral indicator, and it also will tell you what gear you're in. If you're in first gear or if you're in second gear, it's really nothing finer than this. Look at the paint job on this thing. Watch the maneuverability. Turns on a dime. I think it's got a set of Harley Davidson Screaming Eagle mufflers on it. I'm not positive, but it sounds it's got a nice bellow to it. So I know stock they're quieter, so I'll confirm with Tom, but I'm pretty sure it's got the stage 1 exhaust on it. If that's stock, it sure has a nice rumble to it. Listen to the horn on this thing too. It sounds awesome. Loudest horn I've been on a bike. Voltmeter, just beautiful, man. Buy this bike, I guarantee you're going to be happy. This one's Kaplan America approved. If you haven't seen our reality show, go on Discovery Go. It's on there. It's under Kaplan America. Google Kaplan America. We just had a 1 hour origin story of what my son Junior and I are doing here with the museum. All proceeds from the museum. This is a consignment sale for the museum, so all proceeds are from the consignment are going to fund the museum, and Todd Nilsson's getting the rest of it. So if you have a collection of motorcycles you want to sell like Todd did, give us a call, 860-454-7024. We'll gladly pick them up. We've got a 36-foot and a 44-foot and a 20-foot Featherlight trailers. We've invested a lot of money in equipment to move bikes like this. We've got a full detail shop. We've got a full restoration shop. All of Todd's bikes, I think I forgot to mention, this bike has a brand new battery in it, and it's been completely serviced and detailed by the pros here at the museum. It went through the full Monty detail. It was steam cleaned, washed, waxed. There's 2 coats of Carnauba wax on this thing. There's more wax on this than a candle. So the paint is perfectly sealed, and it's an absolutely stunning piece. Totally serviced, 100-point inspection done, brand new battery. Everything's perfect on this bike. It needs nothing except for a new owner. So if you have a collection you want to sell, give us a call. You want to buy this bike, give us a shout, 860-454-7024. Check this out. I got to show you this. On the Ultra Classic, it's got this little door right here. You just press a button, and it comes up, and it's got the USB port, and you can put your phone in there and run Bluetooth through the stereo system and listen to what you want to listen to. How cool is that, huh? Anyways, I could go on all day about this bike. It's top shelf. It's going back in the museum where it'll be on display. If you want to come inspect it, you've got a week. Unless somebody clicks to buy it now, available. If somebody clicks to buy it now, it's going to be gone. Check in the YouTube listing. The first pinned comment, and look in the comment section, will be a link to the YouTube auction. Also on the About Us page, there's a link to all of our auctions. There's going to be 150 bikes going up for sale this week, starting Saturday. This auction will end next Saturday unless you either call us and buy it, or you click the Buy It Now button. There could be a bidding war, so if you want it, click the Buy It Now button. It's going to be gone. Thanks for watching, and God bless America. Accidents happen, right? Picture yourself in this situation. You come up to a hill or a steep driveway like this, and you're on your Ultra Classic, and it stalls, and your wife's on the back. I'm 6'2", and I have to reach for the ground, and it puts pressure on your back. I had back surgery in 2017 from a motorcycle, a dirt bike accident, probably my 100th dirt bike accident. But this is a situation that you could get in, and if you're on the Ultra Classic, you can even take your hands off the handlebars, okay? If your bike stalls and you're in this position, I'm holding it with the rear brake, and it also has a foot brake, so you can go like this and get off the bike in a precarious situation like this. The safety of this is more like a car than a motorcycle. It's super safe. If you stall on the hill, let's say you let the clutch out too fast, no big deal. Just hitting the button. You can be in what would be a dangerous panic situation on a regular motorcycle. Your wife wouldn't even know on this thing. She'll be in the back checking her hair in the mirror here, or listening to the tunes, or sleeping, and it could save your butt and her butt and the bike. You won't have any issues of tipping over, and that's a common thing on the big bikes. So like Uncle Dale, he had 300 motorcycles, okay? Uncle Dale's, what's he, 59 now? He's 59 years old, a few years older than me. He sold all his bikes, all 300 bikes, bought a fun toy hauler to haul behind his diesel dually, and he has one of these and a Honda trail bike, a little Honda Grom. Is that what they call it? It's the monkey bike. He bought one of the brand new 2020 Honda monkey bikes to get around the campground, and he bought one of these, and he's traveling the world, having the time of his life. Unfortunately, his wife passed away last year, and he wanted to have some fun. Sold his house, sold his business. He had 300 trucks, 300 tractor trailers. He owned a truck company, sold all those, owned over 300 bikes, sold all of those. Matter of fact, we sold a bunch of them, donated some to the museum, and he's off having the time of his life on one bike, this bike, and the little monkey mini bike. So this is a do-it-all bike. I could go on all day, but you get the picture. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Be safe. God bless America.